Oh, wow. I had my mic switched off. That shit always happening to me. Rip in peace. I didn't even know there was a switch right here. GG. Vintage dashing, you know. Ripperoni. Now I got to do that whole intro again. Let me prepare for it, you know. Got to run down the gauntlet. Ooh. What is up, guys? Dashing here for episode 429 of Community Universe Mode and edition number 113 of Friday Night Genesis. Of course, the go-home edition to this Sunday's Cyber Slam event. The third annual Cyber Slam going to be coming your way. An absolutely stacked card from top to bottom where the power is in your hands, guys, and the polls for said event are live. A link to the SurveyMonkey polls can be found on our website, on the Cyber Slam card, on our Discord, and on our Twitter. Of course, a link to our site can be found in the chat, !join, CMVWrestling.com. Of course, I'm so amped up and ready to go for this Sunday, guys. 29 ballots last time I checked already submitted. The CM Universe is definitely letting their voices be heard. If you have not voted yet, make sure you do so. But of course, before we get to this Sunday, we have got an action-packed card, as always, to get to, as the action is getting underway with the return of the former Fusion Tag Team Champion, Tyson Cage. We haven't seen Tyson Cage in nearly 2 months. Last time he was in action here on Genesis was the Fallout episode after Exodus, where he took a loss to Zach Cage, and the reason that he has been away is that he's been filming a new movie he revealed to us earlier tonight as the show started, Marvel's Moon Knight, where he plays the titular character, Moon Knight. So definitely a huge opportunity for Tyson Cage there. I believe he said a couple of months is when the film is going to launch, so now that filming is done, the dashing one returns to in-ring competition. Of course, you saw his new look. The man with the most exquisite facial hair in CMV, I guess, is no more. He shaved those luscious locks. As his opponent, a former CMV United States champion and the purveyor of Boone Juice, Samuel Boone, makes his way to the ring. And Boone, since his return after an 8-month hiatus a couple months ago, has been hard-pressed to get himself a victory. What up, everybody, by the way? Goat, Topher, Soul. Last time I checked, I believe John Reed was winning for the Anarchy title triple threat, and Adam Valentine was winning for the International title triple threat. That's the last time I checked, which was earlier this morning. Again, still time to vote. I'll be closing the polls on Saturday at 3 p.m. That is when the polls will be closed. So if you have not voted yet, again, you can find the links all over the place. Our website, Discord, Twitter. As this matchup gets in the way, Tyson Cage returning. Hopefully he's still been training while filming his movie and there's no ring rust on him. Because even though Boone's been struggling to get some victories, he is nobody to take lightly. Beautiful suplex neckbreaker by Boone. Yeah, it's actually a close call for the International triple threat. Adam Valentine's trailing by, I think he's up 1 point, and then John Reed's it's Lance Martini's nipping at his heels. Irish whip here by Boone. Tyson Cage going to rebound. Of course, we're going to see Lance Martini and Alistair Knox in action tonight, guys. A 2 out of 3 falls match. They both hold victories over one another tonight. We're going to see truly who the better man is heading into this Sunday. We also have Adam Valentine and John Reed going one-on-one in our co-main event. Double champion Chris Andrews has the night off before his double title defense this Sunday. Again, in those dual triple threat matches, as Boone with some innovative offense here for a neck breaker right down onto the middle rope. I assure you that is going to be hurting tomorrow. Hurting right now, no doubt. It's such a great show to get to. Beyond that, guys, in our main event. What a matchup it's going to be. 6-man tag team action as Click take on Mark Cattell, Pierre Thompson, and Matsuda Tanaka. We've also got Reese Matthews and Guri Sukhanov one-on-one tonight for the first time ever. Non-title matchup, but a huge opportunity for Reese coming off that win over Borton last week as Tyson Cage takes some time to taunt, and now he's going to pay for it as Boone gets him with a rear super kick. Guri Sukhanov, of course, set to defend his Alpha World Championship, his first defense this Sunday in the main event of SummerSlam 3 against Elijah Stewart. We have not seen Elijah in action since Validation, guys, and what kind of condition is he going to be in after Click's torment this past month? Attacking him multiple times and, in the arena, even in his personal time outside of his gym a couple weeks ago. They attacked his brother DJ, broke DJ Moore's arm. They have made Elijah Stewart's life a living hell, and I truly don't know how the Good Vibes Kid is going to be able to dethrone a fresh Guri this Sunday. Samuel Boone there with a stomp down onto the bicep of Tyson Cage. Now an Irish whip to the corner tonight. Also, guys, Brule in action. Of course, this Sunday we know that Brule are set to take on a pair of former tag team champions. Either the Mexican Militia, the Nice Guys, or the Megastars are going to return. Again, it is up to you. But Brule tonight are going to look to remain unbeaten, go to 4-0 as they take on the Jackson Bros. Currently, I believe the Megastars are winning that poll. Oh, but wait a minute. Samuel Boone off of the somersault cutter from the second turnbuckle with that wicked kick right to the temple. Now into the pin and nearly got the 3, but not quite. Tyson Cage's life flashing before his eyes right there. Yeah, Megastars are currently way in the lead last time I looked. Of course, Megastars 2-time tag team champions Paul Anderson and Dave Turner, 2 Hall of Famers. We haven't seen Turner since Validation, where he lost to John Reed. We haven't seen Paul Anderson since last year's Royal Rumble. There's Tyson Cage now looking to mount a comeback. Couple of clotheslines there. Then a modified face buster as he now looks to pull off. Ooh, wheelbarrow neck breaker. That was beautiful. And a super kick. Oh, counters the counter to counter the counter. Tyson Cage gets the super kick off, now lining up his shot. The dashing one with a Canadian Destroyer, I think he was going to try to go for there. That would have been new from Cage. Boone counters it, counters the counter. 1999 up in here. Oh, now what is this? The purveyor of Boone Juice. A second time, hooked to the temple. Tyson Cage might have a new movie career kicking off for himself, but his wrestling career is about to take a drop into the pin. Not the 3. What? Not enough. Boone astonished, arguing with referee Perry White here. Thought it was enough. The Mexican Militia is comprised of Hugo and Eduardo. They are 2-time tag team champions. We haven't seen them in over 2 years here in CMV. The Nice Guys are the first ever tag team champions in CMV, comprised of Booker Phillips, who competed last season as a single superstar and unmatched, and Flynn Reese, who we haven't seen since season 2, so over 3 years. And then, of course, the Megastars, Paul Anderson and Dave Turner, as Tyson Cage looks to keep himself alive here in this one. And our first tweet of the night comes from Adam Valentine. Says, "It's good to see the CM universe coming to their senses and wanting change in CMV. Of course, I will probably be screwed out of it by the people keeping me down." Now, currently, Valentine's winning the poll to join the international title triple threat with Knox and champion Andrews, while John Reed is pretty far ahead in the Anarchy title triple threat, but Martini is nipping at Valentine's heels. Again, still time to vote. Pinfall attempt, but not enough to get the job done here in our opening matchup. Tyson Cage lets out a mighty roar. Now he drops down to the canvas, looking to close it on the kill, perhaps grabbing Boone by the hair in his head. That little throw. Short arm shoulder block, though, giving Boone too much time to recuperate. Looking to soil Tyson Cage's grand return here to Friday Night Genesis. As a bona fide movie star, as the former CMV United States champion, once again to that second turnbuckle, looking for a somersault cutter. And he's going to get it too. Tyson Cage stunned, that moneymaker getting caved in, but look at this. Line it up once again for a third hook to the temple. 1, 2, dirt. Are you joking? What the hell? Samuel Boone getting off a third heel hook, and now a code breaker by Cage. Into the pin, can he steal it? What a comeback this would be. Nearly does. Tyson Cage returning with that resiliency on lock here, folks. What's HTTP? What are you guys talking about? Of course, Tyson Cage is in a poll for this Sunday's SummerSlam event. For the pre-show, Reese Matthews will be in action, and it's up to you to vote who his opponent should be. Dallas Steele, Tyson Cage, or Zach Cage. And Tyson Cage is pretty far ahead in the poll as we speak. Swing out neckbreaker right there by Cage, so you know that Tyson would love to head into the pay-per-view with a win, as he looks to do so right here. Earlier in the match, Boone countered this Canadian Destroyer that time. He gets it off flush. What athleticism by Cage. Boone is completely out of it. Wants to make sure there is no rope breaks. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3, and Cage certainly was not an easy victory, but nabs himself the win. I don't see an HTTP. Tyson Cage weathering the storm of Samuel Boone here to kick off Genesis number 113. Gets himself the win in his return. And now might be heading into a big matchup with Reese Matthews this Sunday. Of course, guys, we know that next month, 4 weeks from this Sunday, the next time Genesis will be on pay-per-view is Point Break, the Elimination Chamber. Gonna return, and we know there'll be 2 Elimination Chambers, one for the Alpha World Championship, the other for the International Championship. A poll on the website, let the fans vote for that. So perhaps Tyson Cage going to try to grab himself a spot in the chamber as he makes sure his moneymaker is intact. Topher with that dirty mind, you know. But up next, guys, our second bout of the evening. Gonna be some more singles action. Only, well, actually 3 tag team matches tonight. We've got Action Bros taking on Brule. Then we've got Luke Swanson and Eric Skarsgård teaming up, take on their respective rivals in RGP and Sean Kent. And then in our main event, that 6-man tag, Click versus Mark Cancel, Peter Thompson, and Matsuda Tanaka, guys. But here we have got Reese Matthews, a former undisputed champion, going head-to-head with the current Alpha World Champion, Guri Sukhanov. A non-title matchup, but a huge opportunity for the total package. Coming off that win over Randy Borton last week, Matthews got to be feeling good about himself. And if he can topple the Giant, you know, Guri's been unbeaten one-on-one since he won the title 2 months ago off of Elijah Stewart. His first defense of the belt comes this Sunday against the former champion, the Good Vibes Kid. But again, what kind of condition will Elijah be in? We'll just have to wait and see. If I know Elijah, and I do, you know, I've called his entire career. Even though he's beaten, even though he's, you know, just been absolutely worn down, as worn down as a man can possibly be, he's going to be there this Sunday. He's going to give it his all. What? Guri's been in the past 2 main events. Last week and the week before that, Guri was in the main event. Of course, both those times, the matches ended up going to a double countout against Bob Luger, and then last week Bob Luger interfered and caused a disqualification, which actually technically got Matsuda the win over Guri Sukhanov. So you know Guri definitely wants to get himself a real victory here heading into this Sunday. One day, soul. As Reese Matthews certainly looking confident about himself, but I'm sure once the 400-pounder makes his way down the ramp, Reese's attitude's going to change quick. And there he stands, Guri Sukhanov, a former international champion and a man with one of the most impressive records in CMV over a year. He's been a part of the company, only suffered 5 defeats one-on-one. 2 of those came at the hands of Alistair Knox. He was also defeated by John Reed. Who else beat him? Fuck, who's the other guy? Oh, there's that vintage dashing memory coming into play. But nonetheless, Guri has certainly been on a roll since capturing the championship. What a night it was to change the career of Guri Sukhanov. The night, or the Genesis, I should say, after Exodus, winning that Battle Royal, and in the same night, defeating a fresh Elijah Stewart to capture the belt. And Guri, only the 6th Alpha World Champion in CMV history, and he looks to keep it that way this Sunday. His chances are pretty good. Matsuda Tanaka in an action in tonight's main event. Of course, he takes on Bob Luger this Sunday, one-on-one, in either a Kiss My Foot match, an armbar match, or a RJPW television title match. Currently, the RJPW television title matchup is winning the poll. Again, still time to vote as Reese starts things off strong against Guri, utilizing the ring as a weapon there. Now going to try to work on Guri while he's grounded. Reese is obviously not an idiot. He knows that Guri's got the power advantage, the size advantage, weight advantage. He wants to try to keep the big man down and you know, wear him down from that position, but Guri's not going to let that happen. Just going to grab Reese by the throat, toss him across the ring. Now digging a knee into the gut. Oh, double axe handle to the upper back, too. Hey, Topher Vintage are pretty far ahead in the poll for who should take on Ortiz and Scott this Sunday's pre-show. Ortiz and Scott currently 4-0, unbeaten, and Vintage are winning by a landslide in the poll. Oh my God, wait a minute, Guri Sukhanov to the top, the Alpha World Champion, the 400-pounder, I don't believe has ever gone to the top rope. Oh man, I gotta say, thank God he didn't do like a body splash or something. But still, that chop to the top of the head just rung Reese's bell, no doubt about it. Reese Matthews, I believe, I've been trying for a jumping DDT. Guri Sukhanov able to deflect that. Jawbreaker creates a little bit of distance. Reese, certainly, the longer this matchup goes, the more it will benefit him. So he's going to want to take things nice and slow. Beautiful Hangman's neckbreaker right there. What up, Vicky Vale? Nice to have you as always, baby boy. My one and only. Everybody's keeping Chaos and Order down. They should form a stable with Adam Valentine. The Oppression. Brought to a vertical base. Guri Sukhanov looking to barrel down Reese Matthews. Irish whip out onto the apron. Not a place that Reese wants to be in. Guri with ease just bringing him back in. As if Matthews weighed 10 pounds. There's Vintage Sukhanov with that straight right hand. Look how he wastes no time. I don't know how Reese is even conscious. Not a perfect time to do some jumping jacks. Backflips out of that pendulum backbreaker. Another jumping jack. And a spine buster for his troubles. Trying to keep up that cardio, I guess, but choosing the wrong moments to do so. And now the 400-pounder with a giant swing, just manhandling Reese as if he's a child. Around and around. I'm getting dizzy just looking at this. Now into the pin, the damage done. 1, 2, but Reese able to survive for now. Chaos and Order at Cause and Effect. Unfortunately, Cause and Effect is a Fusion exclusive pay-per-view this season. Guri Sukhanov with a Short arm clothesline to chop down the former undisputed champion. Man, Reese is really taking a beating. He has got to find a way to get back into this one. Look at that, sending the 400 pounds right over Reese's gut. Suckinov has the methodical pace going on right now, just having his way with the total package. Going for the knee. Gonna shatter the cap off the canvas. Reese, please respond. There we go. A little bit of life showing as he wrenches the arm. And Reese gonna decide as he finally gets control to show off with a headlock headstand. Matthews catching a second win. I don't believe the fans are really in either man's corner here. But there we go. Reese with the double accent, and now a forearm smash and a catchphrase. The former undisputed champion, I think, might have been going for his BFT, that knee strike discus clothesline combo. But Gurry obviously did his homework. Big chop to the throat. Now face to face they stand. Jawbreaker. Once more, Reese Matthews gonna go for a power slam. Yeah, no, I don't think so. The Alpha World Champion instead gonna drop him with a reverse DDT. Grabbing him by the hair, looks to bring him to his feet. Another jawbreaker. Jawbreakers here by Matthews. And this matchup, punch to the chest. Now a front headlock by the Russian Ogre. Elbow to the back of the head. That's going to create an opening. Front headlock again. Elbow to the back of the head. Really putting the hurting on the back of that noggin. Now a powerbomb by Guri Suckinov. Not any powerbomb, but a jackknife powerbomb. And lining up the shot immediately. Guri Suckinov with that deadly sit-out powerbomb of his that very few have been able to kick out of. Uno, dos, tres. Guri Suckinov barrels over Matthews en route to face Elijah Stewart this Sunday. If Guri Suckinov hardly break the sweat, taking on a fresh Reese Matthews, how is Elijah Stewart going to fare this Sunday, ladies and gentlemen? The Russian Ogre naps himself an impressive victory as he looks to remain Alpha World Champion this Sunday. And if Elijah Stewart can't stop him, I don't see who can. Guri Suckinov might be reigning atop the Genesis Mountain for a long time. Up next, guys, it is 2 out of 3 falls. The Party Boy Lance Martini taking on the ominous Alistair Knox. Both these men hold wins over each other, so we're going to settle tonight who truly is the better ahead of this Sunday matches where Chris Andrews defends his Anarchy Championship and International Championship in back-to-back triple threats. Alistair Knox will join him in those matches. Currently, John Reed is leading to join the Anarchy title triple threat, while Adam Valentine, just by 1 point over Lance Martini, is taking the lead. Of course, the polls close on Saturday at 3 p.m., so if you have not voted, you still have time to do so. If you want to see the Party Boy get himself a shot at the championship gold, certainly, I've been talking about this past month, if it was up to skill and performance, Lance Martini would be a shoo-in for both those triple threats. He beat Adam Valentine back at Validation. He beat both Adam Valentine and John Arena in that 3-way elimination match some weeks ago. So if this was a standard pay-per-view this Sunday, I'm sure that Martini would be the man getting those opportunities. But again, The power is forfeited by Castle Fave. And it is up to you. Dab it on them haters, though, is Martini as he makes his way out here. Of course, it's Alistair Knox, who this Sunday will be looking to reclaim his Anarchy Championship. Came into this season as champion, broke Chris Andrews' record for most defenses, was about to break his record for longest reigning champion, but of course the Brit stopped him dead in his tracks at Validation, becoming double champion. Now Chris Andrews could walk into Validation with both titles and walk out with neither. Too many haters to dab on. Of course, coming up later on our co-main event, guys, Adam Valentine, who has really been struggling these past couple months, taking losses to Knox, Andrews, of course, Martini. He is going to be looking for a victory over the fallen angel, John Reed. Still a lot of tag action to get to. Our main event, that 6-man tag bout. Click taking on Marketel Pierre Thompson. And Matsuda Tanaka as Martini, now shrouded in darkness. The ominous Alistair Knox about to make his way out here into the arena. Former Rising Star champion as well, and what makes Knox so deadly is that brutal submission hold he has in his arsenal. Calls it censorship, a deep guillotine choke that only 2 men have ever escaped from, one of them being Lance Martini, the other being Dave Turner. Alistair Knox hungry to reclaim what is his and also perhaps grab himself the international championship. Welcome back. 2 out of 3 falls. The party boy Lance Martini and the ominous Alistair Knox with 1 win apiece over each other. Alistair Knox only been defeated twice this season, only 3 times in his entire career one-on-one. Martini was one of those men to do it. Of course, Chris Andrews being the other. As this starts off, Knox gets off a neckbreaker, punch to the pecto by Martini, and a gut-wrench suplex to slam him down into the mat. Closing in as Perry White calls the action. Up next, guys, going to be our first of 3 tag matches when the Jackson Bros look to bring Brule's undefeated streak to an end. Beautiful Michinoku driver by Martini. Brule, of course, set for action this Sunday against what looks like the megastars. Paul Anderson and Dave Turner are going to make a return. Alistair Knox bringing Martini up to a vertical base. Tries for a kick to the gut. Instead gets a knee to the chest. That's going to wobble him. Allows Martini to shoot in. Not quick enough. Oh, excuse me, a little bit of a hiccup there. Cheeky chest bump. Irish whip rebounds off the ropes. Another chest bump. Having some trouble gaining control. Back suplex position. Oh, my Jesus Lord above. Dropping him right down onto the shoulder. That was like a back suplex combined with a consequence almost. Nice evasion by Knox, able to grab Martini from behind with the reverse DDT. As now he scales up to the top rope. Certainly not a high flyer is Alistair Knox, but looking to take a risk here. The question is, will it pay off? Oh, savate kick. Oh, locking in a modified crossface is Alistair here, but a knee to the back of the head. A punch directly to the face. Sets himself free. What do you mean no more updates? Oh, you mean like game updates? The game is running pretty well now. I don't see a whole lot of bugs. Paul Bandle dropped into a Fury punch. First pinfall attempt of the match only produces a 1 count there for Alistair. Did you get that poster, by the way, that I sent you, Topher, on Facebook? I think that one will be perfect for Dak Cannibal. Deflects a jumping cutter and a wicked spine buster. Some oof behind that one, too. Martini going in. That would certainly be interesting, Go. I guess it would have to be a fatal 4-way if it closes on a tie. Which would be even worse for Chris Andrews. More of a chance for him to not walk out as champion. Jawbreaker this fight now spilling to the outside. Again, it's 2 out of 3 falls. Countouts and disqualification still in effect. Oh, another knee. Alistair just unloading these lethal strikes now, mounting Lance Martini, just raining down some right hands, trying to break through, but Lance is doing pretty well defending himself. Count of 4 now, grabbing him by that blonde hair of his. To a vertical base, right to the security wall. Knox want to do as much damage as he can out here before the referee gets to the count of 10. And maybe Knox even looking to take a count out fall here. Gut first onto the security wall, then a boot to the temple. Currently at a count of 7, my fine feather friends. Knox going to try to bring this fight back into the ring, and he does just before the count of 8. Chris Andrews ain't here, but don't need this end him via count out. Pinfall attempt though, but Knox might have it. Nope, just a 1 count. Last time I checked, Adam was winning the international title triple threat. Lance Martini just tossing out like, nah, I don't want you anymore. Was thinking about doing a move, and then was like, nah, never mind. Scoop slam now attempted. I just noticed Lance Martini's chest hair. Looks great. Knox able to escape that, though. That was the last time I checked those a couple hours ago. There might have been a couple more ballots, but in 29 ballots submitted so far, that's pretty insane. The CMV Universe definitely letting their voice be heard, but look at this. Knox trying to slap himself awake for a fisherman's neck breaker. That is a nasty maneuver right there. Knox losing it a little bit. Looking to bring Lance right back up to his feet, but a short arm shoulder block to chop him down. Stomp down onto the forearm. Now Knox on his stomach as Lance going to look to keep his game up. Some press-ups using Alistair as a base. Getting a feel of that ass, though. And now Martini with a one-night stand. That's usually a prelude to that spinning reverse STO of Martini's. Knox could be in big-time trouble here. He knows it. As he battles back to his feet, European uppercut creates a bit of an opening, but Lance going to shut it down. Goes for the reverse STO. Taken overhead. Nicely caught by Alistair. And now it's Knox. If he can take Martini to the ground, and he does, censorship is locked in. Martini has escaped this before. Can he get it? Yes, Martini trying to battle to his feet. Still has it locked in, but there we go. Now it's broken. Martini with Knox on his shoulders. Able to snap 2 first as he guillotines him on the top rope. Still no falls. Perhaps we'll have one here as Martini hooks the leg, but just a 2 count. Digging some knees into the chest repeatedly. The party boy going hard in the paint right now. We've only had 2 out of 3 falls match this season. It was between Paul Devine and Hayden some months ago. They both ended up scoring points. Of course, that doesn't have to happen. You know, either Lance or Knox could just get 2 falls in a row. What a knee strike off the second turnbuckle, by the way. Perfect precision, and now a snapmare by Martini. Going to put Knox into a seated position and a body scissors. You don't see those too often anymore. But that is deadly hold, really just constricting on your opponent's ribs and midsection, making it hard for them to breathe. And Lance Martini is really just trying to squeeze the life out of Knox. Now let's go. Thinking the damage is done. And perhaps it is. He goes for the pinfall attempt. Once again, frequent pins by Martini. Either hoping to get the fall or trying to force Knox to exert his energy with each kick out. Goes for a headbutt. Instead gets busted wide open with an elbow straight to the forehead. Now up on the shoulders. Not a place that Martini wants to be. Boot camp delivering the kick to the side of the head. Hey, baby boy Bateman just in time. This matchup's actually been going on a while now, but we are right in the thick of it. Currently no falls. Been very back and forth though. Another pump handle slam and then a fury punch. Knox trying to rally, keep himself in control. A couple of double axe handles, ducks a clothesline. Now rebounds off the ropes, high angle lariat. Gonna look for refuge in the corner. Is the party boy still bleeding from that gash on his forehead? Nice lariat himself though, and a kip up, letting us know he is still in it. Back and forth they go. European uppercut once again by the ominous Alistair Knox, and the teeth. Gonna slam that face right down onto the knee. Might have chipped a couple of them. And then pearly whites in Lance's mouth. Lance trying to stir as Knox kind of marks his territory, trying to alpha male Lance Martini now lining up the shot. Martini escaped this earlier. Can he do so again, or will he tap and give a point to Knox? Brings him down. Censorship is cinched in. No hope for a rope break. Will Lance Martini be forced to submit? Oh, it's looking like yes! Yes! Lance Martini taps out. He was not able to escape it again. And Alistair Knox gonna go up a point. Martini still has a chance to come back. But Knox now in the lead as he hammers away at that cut with these punches from the camel clutch position. Middle of the ring, Knox now gonna hope to just score 2 points right in a row. But only a 2 count for the former Rising Star and Anarchy champion. Lance really got to go into overdrive right now to try to get himself a point and even things up, as he tries to do right here. Irish Whip to the corner, coming up from behind, perhaps going to look. Indeed he is for that. Is this the somersault? No, the Rolling Thunder. Rolling Thunder into a body splash. Now going to drag Knox, who he knows he has hurt, to the center of the ring. Going at the arm. Knox begging him not to as he just tosses him overhead with that monkey flip. Oh, now in position. Lance Martini looks to even up the score. Reverse STO by the party boy. That's how he beat Knox last month. 1, 2, 3, and Martini evens it up. It is 1-1. The next fall will deliver the victory. So one of these two men now, Martini with an axe kick. The heel of his boot right to the back and knocks his head. Drops down to one knee, simply drained. What a matchup this has been. Able to deflect that jumping cutter. Now Knox for the 3rd time here with this pump pedal released into the punch. We know he's slapped that target right on the head of Martini. Pinfalls by Knox. Only a 1 count. Elbow right to the top of the head. 1 more point to be scored. Each man with a fall. A little cheeky modified camel clutch by Knox, not holding it in for long. Obviously not looking for the submission, but instead trying to wear down Lance Martini a bit. He did. Off the reverse STO, Martini didn't get the pin. And it is now 1-1 as Knox got the tap out earlier with censorship. Up to the top rope. Tucking the legs to the outside. What the hell is Martini concocting here? Nothing. That's going to be good for Alistair Knox. Superplex, simple but effective, old school. Martini grabbing the leg quickly, hoping, praying that will be enough. Martini is currently trailing behind just 1 point against Adam Valentine in the pull to join the international title triple threat. Perhaps with this win here, he'll sway the voters into giving him the push that he needs. A second time, one night stand, baby, by the party boy. 29 ballots sent in by the CMV universe. Martini is just a couple of votes away from edging out Valentine. Can he do it here? What a reversal by Martini into a wrestling takedown. A little bit of a amateur background on display there by the party boy. Stomps down the lower spine up to the top rope. Wait a minute, Martini. I think he might try for that elbow drop. He rarely pulls this out, only on big occasions. There it is! To the heart. What a picture-perfect elbow drop. Flops into the pin out of instinct. 1, 2, 3, and Martini defeats Alistair Knox again. What a match and what a win. Lance Martini steadily proving that he deserves to be in those triple threat matches this Sunday, but again, it is up to you, the fans. Either way, what a win for Lance Martini as Knox takes his 3rd loss this season. Not a whole lot of momentum behind him heading into this Sunday. What a match. What an elbow drop, too. And a tweet here from Adam Valentine says, doesn't mean anything. I could beat Knox with my eyes closed. Well, Adam Valentine couldn't beat Knox last month with his eyes open. So I don't know about that claim, but Valentine is in action later on tonight against John Reed in our that, but get away. Here we go, guys. Our first of 3 tag team matches tonight. Of course, immediately following this, Luke Swanson and Eric Skarsgård are going to make an interesting pairing as they take on RGP and Sean Kent, their respective rivals. Of course, they're all set for action this Sunday, as is Brule. They'll be taking on a returning pair of tag team champions. You're choosing the Mexican Militia, the Nice Guys, or the Megastars. Currently, the Megastars got a big surge last night, and they are pretty far in the lead now. But again, the polls do not close until this Saturday at 3 p.m., so if you haven't voted, make sure you do so. Brule currently standing 3-0. They hope to head into SummerSlam 4-0 as they look to battle back the Jackson Bros, Carlton and Daryl here. I literally told you the history of Mexican Militia earlier, Topher. It is Hugo and Eduardo. They're actually the guys that won the tag team titles and then left CMV. And X-Gen went and found them down in Mexico and took the titles back. A little bit of history there for you. Of course, to come in our main event as well, 6-man tag team matchup. As Click take on Marketel, Peter Thompson, and Matsuda Tanaka. The Nice Guys. You remember Booker Phillips from last season. He was on a match for a couple of months. It was an implosion. That's actually the last time he would see WWE, so if they get voted in, certainly be nice to see him back in. Flynn Reese especially, he hasn't been in CMV in over 3 years. The first ever CMV Tag Team Champions. Of course, the Jackson Bros here, a part of the Enterprise, they're also involved in a poll for this Sunday to take on Ortiz and Scott. Unfortunately, they're dead last with only a couple of votes. Vintage is way far ahead. Oh, I'm just waiting for that guy to make Salim. I'm searching every day. I'm punching in Salim Ismail into the search engine every day, waiting for him to be up there. The Jackson Bros were ringside yesterday for Reality Wrestling, watching their leader, D'Angelo Prince, nab himself a win. Let's see if they can do so themselves here and put a stop to Brule's momentum. It's roast chicken pie. Right? Right, Cop? Brule comprised of course, on the left, the one and only Outcast Brett Angel. And on the right, Dule Zaire. And since arriving in CMV last month, these two have been taking the Genesis Tag Team Division by storm. Currently unbeaten. They got a big test being thrown their way by General Manager Castle Faith this Sunday, no matter which of the three teams is chosen, whether it's the Militia, the Nice Guys, or the Megastars. And I think why the Megastars are so far ahead is that people want to see Dave Turner and Brett Angel in the ring. So much beef they had last season when Turner was the GM, and of course Angel was having his singles run. They were at each other's throats for months and months, the majority of the season, and they never actually got into the ring together, so I think people really want to see that most of all. Hey, what up, Potatoes Among Us? Welcome, my friend. Glad to have you. Wow, Maury, I'm going to tell Crizzy you said that. But here we go. Looking to go to 4-0. Going to be Dule's here starting things off for Brule against the older Jackson bro, Daryl, the powerhouse. Excuse me, he just tosses Dule, a real thick boy. Dule is short. He's stout, but definitely one of the strongest guys probably on the Genesis roster today, as is Angel. Both of them real powerhouses. So you got a dynamic like the Jackson Bros, where Daryl's the real strong guy, and then Carlton out in the apron is the high flyer, the more agile. But Dule and Angel are just both straight up strong men. Look at that drop kick right to the back of the head. To a kneeling position. Gonna go for a vertical suplex. Like it's right out of the textbook. Zaire, of course, the only reason he returned to wrestling was that his bar got trashed, remember, by Tenel and Xander Slate. He and Brett Angel crossing paths, deciding to form a tag team. Angel said he wanted to, make up for what a poor run it was for him on last season here on Genesis. But he didn't want to do it alone. As he did tag. Here comes the Outcast. A little bit of a cheeky, simple slam. Ooh, and a body splash, too. And now look at Angel. We the people. Double boot stomp. That American pride being shown. Though I'm pretty sure Angel's from, I don't even want to say what country it is, because I know I'm going to get it wrong and trigger Chrissy. But it's someplace in South Africa. Is where he was born. Now a wayside slam by the 4-time unmatched world champion. And I touched on it a couple of times. Angel obviously very decorated as a singles competitor. He's never been a part of a tag team, though. You could say Halo, but there was never a tag team aspect within Halo. It was just more of an alliance. So it's really impressive to see how well Angel and Dule are working together. It's like they were meant to be almost. Punch to the gut, then a hook to the jaw by Daryl. Looking to battle back now as he digs the knee into the lower spine. Rebounding off the ropes. Double axe handle to the knee. I guess looking to take out the legs of Brett so that he can't throw his weight around. Definitely the biggest man in this matchup, trying to make a tag to younger brother Carlton. And there it is, slapping hands. Now single knee gut buster. Brett Angel just going to go right for another wayside slam. Look at the angle he gets on that as well. So high up into the air. Gonna look to do it again. He's gonna do it again. I guess it worked one time. Why not? Carlton is not having a fun time in that ring right now. I can assure you all that much. Looks for a high angle scoop slam. Ooh, this is actually a vintage maneuver of Paul Anderson's. Maybe a little bit of a, what do you want to call it? Message sent to the Megastars with that one. Carlton trying to get himself back in control. Watch out, Perry White. Nearly just had Carlton thrown on top of him. Going to try to bring him up for maybe a third wayside slam. Carlton says, no thanks. 2 is enough. Brett Angel back to his feet. Carlton, I think, trying to make the tag, but Angel's big fat body in the way, stopping him from doing so. I thought he was about to go for an F5. Pretty vicious still at Fireman's Carry side slam. Big brother Daryl really wants that tag, but Carlton gonna get sent over to the corner of Brule. Angel slapping hands with Dule, guys, and a little bit of a new maneuver here by Brule. They call this Red Chocolate Rain. That catapult Meteora. Angel with the strength to get Dule up in the air like that. That is right in the corner. Daryl. Oh, Daryl botching big time. Missed the breakup. Luckily, Carlton survives, kicking at it too, but laughing is Dule as Angel tries to take care of Daryl there. Dule pretty pissed, but he missed the punch trying to knock Daryl off the apron. Trip up. Carlton now catching a second win. Got to try to put the team on his back right here. Forearm smash. Wobbles there. Just a little bit of the double knee gut buster off the fireman's carry. To a vertical base and face to face they stand. Backslide driver inbound by Carlton. And now Brule could just be moments away from being handed their first defeat. Or not. I thought Carlton was going to try to tag in Daryl so they could do their grand amplitude finishing maneuver. Instead of kick to the spine, then a takedown with the spinning elbow. What up, Santana? Welcome, welcome. Pumped for that main event to come. Click versus Martel Pierre Thompson and Matsuda Tanaka. Wait a minute. Zaire with some athleticism, a split leg moonsault. Never ceasing to amaze me. Is Zaire now with an Irish whipper to the corner and a tag, and Angel going to switch positions. I believe now it's going to be Angel who flies high with Red Chocolate Rain. Daryl can't even watch his younger brothers getting torn apart. Daryl should be able to make the save pretty easily unless he botches again. One, which he does, and Brule 4-0. Red Angel and Dule Zaire knock off the Jackson Bros, go to 4-0, and pick up the momentum, keeping the train running, heading into this Sunday. Daryl botching big time trying to make the save. The Jackson Bros not able to build on D'Angelo Prince's win from yesterday on Reality Wrestling. Yeah, he didn't just botch it once either. He botched it twice. Botched it right there, and then when the pin actually happened. What an impressive performance by Dule in the matchup. There's what did it. Red Angel launched in the air with that Meteora. Look how he looked right at Daryl like, you're fucked, fam. That's it. I'm about to pin your brother. Can't do shit about it. And there you see Daryl make a big time mishap and botching the save. Brule remain unbeaten this Sunday. They face a big test, whether it's the Militia, the Nice Guys, or the Megastars. It doesn't matter. It is not going to be a walk in the park. But Brule carrying a lot of momentum with them. Will they remain unbeaten come this Sunday? Now up next, my fine feather friends, our tertiary main event coming your way. That's Luke Swanson and Eric Skarsgård making an interesting pairing, no doubt, as they take on RGP and Sean Kent. Topher, let's in the park after the stream is over. Just you and me holding hands, maybe a little kiss. But of course, all four of these men set for action this Sunday at SummerSlam. Luke Swanson will be taking Sean Kent, a matchup that you can vote on either a tables match, falls count anywhere, or submission. Last time I checked, Falls Count Anywhere was winning. And of course, in the main event of the pre-show, RGP and Eric Skarsgård will collide to crown ourselves a new Rising Star champion. Blacktail, guys, has officially been vacated of the championship. I received word from Cass LaFave earlier tonight, so a new champion will be crowned at SummerSlam 3, either RGP or Skarsgård. A lot of personal animosity between these four, though, especially Swanson and Kent, I would say. Of course, Swanson returned at the top of the month from his 2-month suspension. Remember, he got caught smoking a little bit of the Mary Jane, his drug test going through, and Cass was forced to, well, not forced, but she did pull him from that Anarchy title race in a cage match at Exodus. He made his return, winning by countout over Johnny Vegas. And then in an interview, he was interrupted by Sean Kent, who said, "To be honest, I think Cass LaFave should have fired you. There's no room here on Genesis for drug addicts and pathetic losers like yourself." They would have a matchup last week, and Sean Kent would attack Swanson before the match with a steel chair. So Swanson still unbeaten, boasting an impressive record, and looks to get his payback come this Sunday. A lot of people in the CM universe think it was bullshit. Cass LaFave suspending him for 2 months, maybe slapping him with a fine would have been okay, but costing him 2 months of his career and taking him out of a championship matchup. A lot of people, voicing their support for Luke Swanson. We want Cameron. Clap, 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 clap. Luke Swanson, this is his first ever tag team matchup in the CMV. He's got a pretty good partner in Eric Skarsgård, the man with the Viking blood in his veins, who's only suffered one loss. That was to Blake Virtue some weeks ago. But Skarsgård targeted RGP a couple weeks ago after Pullman won a matchup. Skarsgård attacked him. Luke Swanson bringing his wrestling aptitude and his submission game, while Skarsgård is going to bring the pure, raw power. This is actually be a good combination here. Really well-rounded. No area that they're lacking in. Just look at the fucking size of this guy. It's as if I traveled back in time 1,000 goddamn years, and I'm looking at a real Viking. Look at that. It's 2 beards in one. I mean, come on. Of course, they're not up against a shabby team. You got RGP, who also only has 1 defeat to his name. And Sean Kent, who's a former Fusion Tag Team Champion. Eric Skarsgård with the chance this Sunday to become the next CMV Rising Star champion. In order to do so, he has to defeat this man, Roderick G. Polarman. And the stipulations you can vote on for their matchup is over the top rope challenge. Anarchy rules are first blood. Last time I checked, first blood was in the lead. Of course, that means that there are no pinfalls, no submissions, no countouts, no DQs. The first man to be busted open will be defeated, and the other man will become a Rising Star champion. Falls Count Anywhere is pretty close behind, though, if I recall. Remember, you can still vote. The voting does not close until this Saturday at 3 p.m. Get your ballots in. 29 others have already voted, letting their voices be known. Polarman's certainly not one to work well with others, but tonight he has no choice if he hopes to get one up over Eric Skarsgård and Luke Swanson in the process. Certainly an interesting position for Swanson to be in. He could take his first defeat by not even being pinned or submitted, not involved in the decision. And last but not least, it is the rugged and ruthless Shawn Kent, a former Fusion Tag Team Champion, taking exception to Luke Swanson's drug use, saying he doesn't deserve to be here on Genesis competing in CMV, the big stage. Kent definitely has the tag team expertise here. And this matchup might bode well for he and Polarman. Roger Polarman and Shawn Kent could also create a pretty good duo. You got RGP, who's well-rounded and his mind games are par none. Just looking at Polarman gives me the heebie-jeebies. And then Shawn Kent, of course, the younger brother of Ryan Kent, who is the most decorated superstar in CMV history, but completely unalike, because Shawn Kent, very agile, likes to take to the air often in his matchups. Here we go, tertiary main event still to come tonight, guys. Adam Valentine and John Reed go one-on-one, the big six-man tag team bout. And our main event, Click taking on Marketel, Pierre Thompson, Matsuda Tanaka, going to be Luke Swanson, the unbeaten superstar, against RGP, single on a hook facebuster. Not an excellent start for Swanson. Now brought to a vertical base and pull him in with a Shiranui. Just hitting Luke hard. Throwing out these power moves, and Swanson might already be in La La Land. Takes a plunge off the second turnbuckle for a drop kick. That was beautiful. Double boots right to the face. And wait a minute. What? Broderick Pullman with a Hell's Gate being applied. MMA background on display. Look at the power of Swanson to lift RGP up and slam into the canvas, able to escape. I really don't think you want to go to the mat with Luke Swanson. He has got a background in that amateur wrestling. And also a submission expert. He can catch you up real quick in something. Make you tap out before you even know it hits you. German suplex by Luke. Toe-to-toe in an Irish whip, perhaps. Maybe no knee to the gut instead. The man who challenges for the Rising Star Championship this Sunday. Going to put Luke Swanson into the corner and attacking Shawn Kent. Oh, apparently a game plan was discussed before they came out here. Buckle bomb, enziguri combo. What teamwork? Maybe we're seeing the actual formation of a duo here. I see Skarsgård reaching out for the tag. Swanson was crawling his way over there. Crucifix by Swanson, impressive. And now Swanson making a wise tag to Eric Skarsgård, the man with Viking blood in his veins, going right after the former Fusion Tag Team Champion, not even able to fit his arms around him. That's how thick this Eric is. Knee to the face, they'll want to watch out for the striking of Shawn Kent. Tries for a takedown, instead gets just a clip right to the jaw. The big old gut wrench suplex with ease. Shawn Kent rolls back to his feet, shaking off the cobwebs, now unleashing a nasty combination. High kicks, forearms, back elbows, up against the ropes. Eric Skarsgård getting rocked here. Forearms fast to the upper back. Now a knee to the face, and Skarsgård eliminated from the Royal Rumble to the outside. Tumbling like a sack of stones to the outside. Into the security wall. Now Eric Skarsgård using his environment to dish out that pain. Last call. And those pads offering no support to the harsh concrete that lies beneath elbow drop to follow through. Eric Skarsgård got to be well over, got to be 300 pounds plus. Count of 4 by referee Perry White, and Kent gets his skull caved in on that steel post. Quickly snaps back to, though, Shawn Kent with a modified neck breaker. Count of 6, guys. We are getting dangerously close to a count out, a double count out to be exact. Doesn't look like these two are aware of the count out all. Shawn Kent going to try to stop this matchup from being thrown out. Elbows to the midsection. Guys, count of 8. Skarsgård going to make sure that does not end dirty. Just for the count of 9. Keeps things going, but Shawn Kent, that's not good for him. Up onto the fireman's carry position. A rolling senton right there, now into the corner like alpha mailing the ring. But while he wastes time taunting, Kent gonna try to make that hot tag, and he does. Here comes RGP with a fire up under his ass. A head full of steam, high knee chops down Skarsgård. RGP been waiting to get his hands on the Viking. Looks like he just kicked out his shin, chopping down the giant. Irish whip now to the corner. We know what RGP might be setting up for here. That triangle drop kick of his. Skarsgård in big time trouble as Pullman rebounds, plants his boots to the temple of Skarsgård. Out like a light in the center of the ring. Sean Kent is still down, though it means that Pullman is in a handicapped situation. Luke Swanson could easily come in and try to break up any pin that's attempted. Knee to the gut. Skarsgård tries to close the gap, but gets a jawbreaker. Want to watch out for that eyes of Pullman, the Hangman's face buster. You get hit with that, there's a pretty good chance that you are not going to be waking up. But Skarsgård with that power. God damn it. Not even my batteries died. Just did that random pause shit. Belly to belly flinging RGP clear across the ring and not even done. Double axe handle again. Looks like an Oklahoma Stampede. Arms out wide, huge roar that echoes throughout the arena here. Sean Kent with a cheeky little punch attempt to help out Pullman, but look at the power here. High angle waist-side slam. Pullman is in the deep end trying to keep his head above the water, but having a tough time of doing so. Slap right across the face. Clear disrespect by Pullman. Sent towards Skarsgård. Just a slow combination being brought together. Skarsgård's had enough. Big old hook to the jaw. Now a pendulum backbreaker digging the spine down under the knee. Grabs him by that hair of his face to face. Pullman stalls the belly to belly attempt. A trio of punches directly to the face. Square on the nose. Watch out, Perry White. Don't need you taking a bump. Oh, another slap right across the face. The bitch slaps by Pullman in this one. Wait a minute, I know what he might be going for here. Yes, Pullman has hit this before. Gonna look to drill his knees into the gut of Skarsgård, making it impossible for his rival to breathe here. Hooks that tree trunk of a leg. Will it be enough? 1, 2. It nearly is, but not quite. Swanson now coming in, trying to help out his tag team partner. Swanson and Sean Kent going at it. An all-out war breaking out. What the hell is Pullman doing there? Goes to the apron. A couple punches to Chris Benoit's ghost, I guess. I don't know if this is the right time to talk, guys. Sean Kent and Luke Swanson beating the hell out of their kill switch, and Swanson is taken out as Pullman goes for another pin here after taunting, I guess. The power of the taunt is enough. Sean Kent keeps his attack on. Luke Swanson ringside. Amidst the chaos, Pullman with a single underhook face buster. I believe Luke Swanson actually just took down Kent with a cross-legged fisherman buster. Going back to his corner in case Skarsgård expects a tag. Pullman perched on the second turnbuckle. And just staring down at Skarsgård. Now going to go for that dropkick, which is pulled off successfully. Luke Swanson, look how bad he wants that tag. He is feeding to get back into this matchup. These throat chops right there. Oh, so close, just fingertips away. Oh, what a forearm set. Another forearm set. Jesus Christ, these forearms now rebounding right into a goal-spinning neck breaker, though. What a well-scouted maneuver there by Skarsgård. And now the big man, not looking for anything pretty, release suplex. Just drilling the right hands down into the face, looking for blood. Looking to bust RGP wide open. Deal some big-time damage, cause an injury heading into this Sunday would definitely obviously benefit Skarsgård in their Rising Star Championship matchup. Punch to the gut, but a forearm smash. Pullman not done just yet. Again, nearly makes the tag to Swanson. Wants that tag bad, but Skarsgård can't find an opening. Oh, wait a minute. Skarsgård again! Nearly throwing RGP over the top rope and out of the goddamn ring with that. And that's not even enough. Wants to make sure the deed is done. The final nail in the coffin. Skarsgård with that big boot of his, just drilling the foot right down. Darcy's Gullet not going for the pin. Okay. Instead, an Irish whip to the corner. Looking for a tag to Swanson, which he makes. They are making damn sure that RGP is down for the count. Modified, I was going to say a little twisting arm wrench to a double Irish whipper to the corner. Now Swanson the legal man, and just going to do a little bit of walking, I guess. Trying to think of what he wants to do here. Wasting a lot of time, and RGP is just going to crawl a little bit. What is Swanson doing? I think he might be high right now. He wasted a huge opportunity to pin right there. Roger Pullman just took so much damage. Easily could have gotten the 3 count, I think. Instead, Swanson head first off the top turnbuckle. Now a punch to the gut. Pullman to the second turnbuckle. Wrapping his arm around Luke's throat. Oh, somersault cutter. Turning the tide slowly but surely. Irish whip back into the corner. Okay. RGP apparently really likes doing damage here. Oh, Skarsgård got it earlier in the matchup. Now it's just Luke's turn. Hung up to dry in the middle rope. Triangle dropkick, boots planted to the side of the head. Pullman, you see him grabbing at his head. He has some big time damage. I think he wants to make the tag to Kent, but Kent looks completely out of it. He's hardly able to keep himself standing on the apron. And the time that Pullman wasted, here comes Swanson battling back, float over DDT. Oh, hot tag though! Oh, but Luke making sure to cut that off. Knee up under the chin now. Pullman can make the tag if he wants to. I guess has changed his mind. Arm drag. Luke closing in on the kill. Tries for a scoop slam. Knee to the gut. Gasping for breath. Powerbomb back and forth they go. Tip for tap. Reversal fest ensuing, my friends. Who's going to get the upper hand and get that momentum heading into this Sunday? Swanson looking to assure that he remains unbeaten before exacting his revenge. Again, wrong time to taunt. Wrong time to taunt. Schoolboy, that'll be a rope break though. Could have stolen it right there. Just poor positioning. This is tertiary. Up next is Adam Valentine and John Reed. Then in the main event will be the 6-man tag. Now it's Skarsgård who's looking for the hot tag. Luke Swanson failing to make his way over to the corner though. And now RGP with his finger on the trigger looks to bring things to an end with the eyes of Pullman to hand Swanson his first defeat in CMV. Will this be it? Hooks the leg. Here comes Skarsgård to try to make the save. Kent gonna try to cut him off, but too late. Sean Kent now taking out Eric Skarsgård, leaving Luke Swanson to a handicap situation. Pullman looking to capitalize on that boot to the top of the head, though. Using Skarsgård as a distraction. Over the shoulder with the fireman's carry. Punch to the top of the head. Now shoots in. Takedown deflected, though. Well maneuvered there by RGP. And I can hear Sean Kent and Skarsgård continuing to fight ringside, but the action is in the ring. That's what you got to focus on, Canadian neckbreaker. You don't see those too often. What a beautiful maneuver, though. RGP perhaps looking again to make the tag, but Sean Kent busy showing off his 18-inch python, brother. And Pullman just going to stand there. Yeah, SummerSlam should definitely be around 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time this Sunday. Again, the polls for it will close on Saturday at 3 p.m., so you still have a lot of time to vote if you have not yet. Last time I checked, 29 ballots were sent in, so that's just awesome. The universe letting their voices be heard. They're pumped for it. I'm pumped for it. I hope you are too. Here's Skarsgård trying to make his way back over the apron. I don't know why Pullman just stood there for 10 years. Maybe trying to get some gas back in the tank, but instead he just handed the match to Swanson, essentially with a small package driver into the pin as well, looking to steal it. Skarsgård trying to cut off Sean Kent, but fails to do so. And at the count of 2, the match is going to continue. Luke Swanson just went right into referee Perry White's face and taunted at him. Look, you bitch. Now just chaos. I don't even know what's going on. Skarsgård has been sent to the outside again. And Sean Kent got to be careful. Might get disqualified. Back to the apron. RGP brings Swanson to a vertical base. Kick to the gut. Deflected though. Caught. Whoa, what a wheel kick. What a reversal. Busted wide open. Snaps back too quickly. Oh no. Swanson. Fireman's carry. Sidewalk slam. Has one match with this before. 1, 2, 3. And does here tonight. Swanson remains unbeaten. Gets the win for Ian Skarsgård. Luke Swanson bringing himself and Eric Skarsgård to the win here tonight. Picking up that momentum heading into the respective singles bouts this Sunday, where Skarsgård looks to become the next Rising Star champion, and Luke looks to get his revenge. He didn't pin Kent here in this one. He pinned RGP, you know. He wants to get that victory in a bad way over Sean. But still unbeaten. Quite an alliance by these two. One of Skarsgård's little beards caught behind his head there for a second. And here we go, guys. Co-main event time still to come. And our main event, 6-man tag team action as Click's Bob Luger and the World Tag Team Champions Slayton Borton take on Mark Cantel, Pierre Thompson, Matsuda Tanaka. But first up, it is Adam Val, John Reed. Both these men involved in polls this Sunday. Of course, to be involved in the dual triple threat matches. Like I said earlier in the show, last time I checked this morning, Adam Valentine was in the lead for the international title triple threat, while John Reed was in the lead for the Anarchy title triple threat. Of course, Martini earlier tonight with that win in the 2 out of 3 falls bout over Knox may have swayed the opinion of some voters. We'll have to just wait and see. But right now, I'd say this is more about Valentine just wanting to get a win more than anything. Loss after loss after loss after loss been piling up. Valentine really started the season off super strong as well and has just fallen into a pit. Can he turn it around tonight? And if the polls keep going his way, can he walk out of SummerSlam this Sunday with some championship gold? Yeah, last time I checked, Lance Martini was 1 point behind Adam Valentine in the international title triple threat. So it might have changed by now. I took that this morning, so it's been a couple of hours. But the self-proclaimed greatest of all time, Adam Valentine. He's desperate, and as I always say, when you're desperate, you are dangerous. Up against, this is the first time one-on-one match. They fought, of course, they teamed last week, did Adam Valentine, Lance Martini, and John Reed. They lost via countout to Chris Andrews and Alistair Knox. And Adam Valentine and John Reed also came to a head in that triple threat elimination match some weeks ago, but they have never fought one-on-one. This should be an interesting matchup. Not a big Reed fan, baby. Hey, what up, Dynamic? You just missed your matchup. We're on to the co-main event now. Still to come into the end of that 6-man tag matchup. Been a great night of action so far, though. Will Valentine finally secure himself a win before this Sunday? And again, even if Valentine or whomever doesn't get voted in, we could see the same guy in both triple threats. It could happen. But more than likely, there's going to be one guy left out. But 4 weeks from this Sunday, the next time Genesis will be on pay-per-view, the third annual Point Break will house 2 Elimination Chamber matches. Of course, it's been announced that one will be for the Alpha World title, the other for the International, as voted on by the fans on our website. So certainly, there's going to be some qualifiers. So even if Valentine or Martini, aren't lucky enough, the fans don't put them into those matches come this Sunday. A win is important if they want Castle Fave to notice them. As here comes the new, and I mean, technically, I guess you could say improved, but not the John Reed that I knew, the John Reed that I called a friend. This dark side of him completely taking over, morphing him into something hardly human. Look what he did to Dave Turner back at Validation, was simply disgusting. But Reed, a CMV veteran in his near 3 years here in this company, has yet to hold championship gold, and the fans are showing their support. He's currently pretty far ahead for the Anarchy title triple threat. Joey Bacon inside of a pod. That would be something to see. You were supposed to be my friend. See El Jefe and Joey Bacon inside of a chamber together. Inside of one pod together. That would be pretty interesting. I would love to see Jefe and Bacon in a pod together. Jefe just squashed up against the plexiglass. Here we go. Co-main event. Adam Valentine wanting to win more than anything, but so does John Reed, as the CMV veteran just running out of the gate like a bull being released. Belly to belly, tosses the self-proclaimed go up in the air. Now to the feet, a dual 110th Street Slam. Or a spine buster for the layman. Boot up under the chin, and Valentine winding up an elbow to drop it down to the back of the head of the fallen angel. Grabs him by the ears and face to face now. But Valentine trying to turn things around because the start not so great for him. Chris Andrews, the double champion, not in action tonight, getting the show off in preparation for this Sunday, but I'm sure he's been watching all night. I'm sure he kept an eye on the Martini Knox match, and I'm sure he's at home or at the local pub, more than likely, watching this one. Reverse DDT, because Britt, not a stupid man, doing as much homework as he can. He knows Knox very well at this point, but, he's beaten Valentine. He defeated Valentine last month, but I don't think him and John Reed have ever gone one-on-one. That would actually be an interesting matchup. Oh, nice little thigh slap. Off of the rebound, spine on the thigh. Grabbing a hand of that hair. The hell is Valentine doing here? He's like, what the fuck is he doing? Cross the arms. Oh, strike jacket, neck breaker, the crunch that I just heard. All the way over here at the announce table. Mamma mia. And to the second turnbuckle joke. Looks like he caught the elbow on Reed's throat. Good God, Valentine. Please chill. Down on one knee. Overhand. Going to connect to the top of the head, but a punch to the gut. Going to hunch Valentine over in pain. Shoots in. Nice STO. Simple but effective. And a kick to the chest to make sure Valentine stays the fuck down. European uppercut. Elbow elbow to the side of the head. Nice escape by Valentine out of the fireman's carry. And now what looks like to be a gourd buster by the greatest of all time. Into the corner, doing a little cheeky bit of taunting, is Valentine up against the ropes. Oh, that was a nasty kick. Valentine not one for kicks, more of a brawler, I'd say. Likes to use his fists, does Valentine. Hard hitting. Another winding elbow drop to the back of the head. This would be a big and much needed boost of momentum for Valentine. Ooh, a little rebounding leg drop. Not just once, but twice. Switching the legs, too. You see Valentine stalking his prey as if a predator in the wild. Closing in on the kill on the apron. Tries to perform smash. Going to knock Reed down to the outside. John's having none of those shenanigans. He knows Valentine. Wouldn't be surprised if Adam tried to take a count-out win or disqualification win or anything. I don't know what Reed just did right there. That was kind of weird. I shouldn't be surprised how weird he is at this point. What up, Chrissy? Nice to have you as always. Co-main event right now. Adam Valentine and John Reed going at it. Been pretty back and forth thus far, but Valentine is currently in control as he puts Reed into the corner. Still to come on our main event. 6-man tag team action. Click. Take on Mark Cattell, Pierre Thompson, and Matsuda Tanaka. In preparation for this Sunday's Cyber Slam event. Kick to the gut out of the tree of woe. Looking to collapse a lung. Maybe now choking his opponent out. Adam Valentine not afraid to bend the rules in his favor to win a matchup. A lateral press. One. Just a one count, though. I think that was a headbutt. Didn't look like he got the full effect of it. Dragon Scooter! And then a spinneroonie into the pin. Okay. Interesting game plan by Reed here. A dragon screw, a spinneroonie, and then a pin. If I saw a spinneroonie like that, I might be so stunned that you could pin me, to be honest, so I shouldn't be talking. But now in the corner, gets a knee to the chest. Adam Valentine! I think he might have gone for the slapjack right there. Woo! Reed with the quickness, those reflexes. What? Snapmare, seated position, middle of the ring. They're going to slow things down a little bit. These two very equal, I'd say. They're both, I probably first and foremost, I'd call them both brawlers, but also well-rounded in other aspects. Adam Valentine again trying to shoot in, looking to seal the deal. Rebounds off the ropes, goes for a big boot. Instead, an elbow to the thigh. Arm drag back and forth. They go tit for tat with the end being near. You can feel it. Both men clamoring for control. Valentine with the pile driver. Gonna bust Reed wide open. Blood spurting out of that gash on his forehead. Wasting no time as Valentine closing in with a punch directly to the cut. Then a kick to the back. Now in the driver's seat, lining up his shot. This could be it. Middle of the ring. Adam Valentine hooks the arms. Slapjack as he drills him. Face first into the canvas, hooks the leg. Will that do it? 1, 2, 3, and will Adam Valentine finally gets himself a win. And perhaps that'll be enough to keep him in the lead for the International Championship triple threat. What a match, though. What a victory for Valentine. It wasn't easy, but Valentine finally gets himself a win this month. No, wait a minute, Valentine, you already won. It's enough. Come on, you finally got a win. It's not necessary. I don't like John Reed, but this is just despicable. The disrespect. Valentine continuing to beat down on Reed. Perry White trying to maintain control. Let's get some security down here. Damn it. Oh, god damn it. You're telling me I was muted that entire time? Rip in peace. Ah, I always do that. God damn it. They just came out to silence. And a Click in the ring and ready to go. Of course, there's no leadership in the Click. They are a brotherhood. Just look at what Click has done in such a short amount of time. They are taking over CMV, as Joshua put it, spreading like a cancer, as Travis King put it, spreading like a cure. You got, of course, these guys on Genesis, Amber Briggs on Ferocity, Chris Adams on Unmatched, and King himself on Fusion. The war is budding, getting bigger and bigger as the days go on. All in preparation for this Sunday's SummerSlam event, as now Markintel, the Big Red Machine, who really was getting his ass handed to him by Click. He lost twice to Borton, lost to Luger, but something finally snapped, and he has been going hard in the fucking paint. He and Pierre defeating Slayton Borton at the top of the month, and then Markintel last week beat the shit out of Slate, beat him. Dare I say, I might be putting my chips in the corner of Markintel and Thompson this Sunday. I think we might have new tag team champions. And Bob Luger, of course, will be gearing up to take on Matsuda Tanaka, a rematch from last one where Tanaka defeated Luger. Will it be a Kiss My Foot match? Will it be an armbar match? Or will it be for the RJPW television title? Currently, it's looking like the RJPW TV title will be on the line. That'll be interesting. What if Luger wins? He'll be the RJPW TV champion. That would be weird to see. Yeah, of course, it's prime time, baby. The former international champion, the Big Dog, joined this conflict, this war, to support his friend and Elijah Stewart. But now it's gotten personal for Pierre. Of course, we all know the history that he and Xander Slate share, and that's been acting up. That's been resurfacing, as has the battle between Markintel and Borton. But guys, we know that 4 weeks from this Sunday, the next time Genesis will be on pay-per-view, the third annual Point Break has been announced. 2 Elimination Chamber matches, one for the international title, the other for the Alpha World Championship. And you know that Luger is going to want to get himself a spot in that chamber. But who will be the champion come then? Will it be Elijah, or will it still be Guri? We know how much I support Elijah. I've called his entire career. If anybody can do it, it is him. But honestly, after all Click has done to him, attacking him time and time again, backstage, in the ring, you know, outside of his own gym, attacking his brother DJ, breaking his arm, just wearing him down emotionally and physically, I don't know if Stewart's going to do it, guys. I'm not going to count him out. But against a fresh Guri who has truly just been ripping everyone apart, look what he did to Reese earlier tonight. I just don't see how Elijah is going to be able to dethrone the Russian Ogre. Pierre Thompson, Markintel, side by side, ready to go here in our main event. Of course, the poll for their tag team title match this Sunday: Elimination, Steel Cage, or Iron Man. And currently, Elimination is leading the pack by a good few votes. And the tweet here, guys, from Adam Valentine, as Matsuda Tanaka makes his way out here, says, "John is just an example of what I would do if I got in the triple threats. The Valentine era is looming, and there's no way to stop it." And here he comes, the ultimate Dragon Slayer, Matsuda Tanaka, to this day still unbeaten in CMV. And him and Bob Luger truly just been right at each other's throats, blades to the jugular. It's going to come to a head this Sunday. Matsuda Tanaka had a huge opportunity to knock off Guri Sokonov in last week's main event. Technically, he did. Bob Luger interfered and attacked Tanaka, which means that Guri got disqualified. So technically, in the record books, Tanaka did defeat Guri, but not the way that he wanted to. If things weren't already personal, Bob Luger certainly kicked it up a notch by doing that. The RJPW television champion making his way down the ramp and towards the ring, and it's looking as if he's going to have to put that title on the line against Luger this Sunday. That championship that has so much prestige behind it for the honor of their company back in Japan, of course. And if Matsuda loses it to an American, to Bob Luger, you know that that's going to hurt the pride more than anything else of Tanaka. And that is just what Luger wants. Bob Luger says when it's all said and done, Click will break his arm. Like they have to so many others. But here tonight, Tanaka has got Mark Cantell and Pierre Thompson to back him up. 6-man tag team action, first fall to a finish. Look at Bob Luger and Xander. They're liking the beat in unison. Oh, then they're both about to fight that fan in the front row. They might not like Tanaka, but they like the beat of his theme music, it seems. Look at it in tandem. Xander and Luger, the best of buddies. Well, I don't even know where Borton is. All right, here we go. Let's get it on. It's going to be Bob Luger starting things off for Click Mercantile for the Resistance as Perry White rings the bell. And here we go. Kick to the gut. Cheeky little jab starting things off. Trying to bring together a combination. Now a float over neck breaker. Big Mark. Going to take the plunge down to the mat. Now brought up to a vertical base. The work ethic Titan second generation superstar looks for a power bomb. Jeez, and then an elbow drop. What a combination brought together seamlessly right there by the two-time Alpha World Champion. Bob Luger, the third ever Alpha World Champion in CMV history. And of course, it's interesting because the Alpha World title, remember, was decided. The first ever champion was crowned 2 years ago at Exodus inside of the Elimination Chamber. And for the first time ever, next month at Point Break, it will be defended inside of an Elimination Chamber. And Bob Luger, of course, was a part of that chamber to crown the inaugural champion. Mounting Mark Cantell, unloading with the right hands. Looks like Mark was able to defend against most of those. That kick to the gut, certainly not, though. I'm going to crack a rib. Big old clothesline. With the news that the international title will also be defended inside of the chamber next month. You know, Chris Andrews is as if he didn't already have enough to worry about with this Sunday. Have to defend both his titles and back-to-back triple threats. If he retains, then he's got to worry about a chamber, which Chris Andrews has won an elimination chamber. Now Pierre Thompson, legal man, with an Alpha Male water slide to Luger. And every time these two have gone head-to-head, Pierre Thompson has emerged the victor. Twice they fought in singles competition, and twice the big dog has won. Up on the shoulders, though, and a flapjack to transition out of it. Looking for the hot tag. Both Xander Slate and Randy Borton there waiting for him, but Thompson to make sure he does not make it over there in time. And now Thompson circling around to the corner, climbs up to the second turnbuckle. But look at Xander Slate gonna cut him off. Punch right to the ribs. The OG dirty heel with those nasty tactics. Pierre's a little bit pissed. Luger just back to his feet, though. Still catches a full fist to the face. Grabbing him by the arm and the leg, dragging him out of the corner away from the ropes as he just plops a knee down onto the kidneys. Luger's having a rough go of it here in the early goings. The play of the day by the former international champion. Luger's definitely trying to get up to his feet. Thompson's like, nah, bitch, you stay down. You get up when I tell you to get up and maybe eat a little bit of this highlight, baby. Into the pin. This could already be over. Borton gonna make sure. No, Borton botches the breakup. Luckily, Luger kicking out at 2, saving himself. And Borton gonna pay for his insolence at the hands of Matsuda. Perhaps not. Knee down to the top of the head. The Moo Man looking to take out the RJPW television champion with a modified suplex. There goes Tanaka. Borton got to get out of the ring as well. First gonna help out Luger. Stopping Pierre from drilling him head first down to the mat. Meanwhile, Luger uses the distraction. Hot tag to Xander Slate. Here comes the CMV veteran, the two-time world champion, current co-owner of the World Tag Team titles, Big Boot. Pierre able to duck the clothesline, though. Now taken into a suplex, not just one. Xander Slate going to introduce Thompson to his three amigos. There is an us, and do we get the trace? Yes, we do. Perfectly pulled together. Yeah, nearly synced. And look out, Xander Slate taking a page out of Chris Andrews' playbook, loving all things threes. The three amigos followed up by three single knee backbreakers. Good God, you see Luger just back up to his feet, looked right in the eyes of Slate and said, "You got this, good brother." Oh, vintage Slate right here. That's the old school clean slate. Xander and Pierre just know each other so well. They spent the better part of season 3 just beating the hell out of each other. Oh, big ending. Now the tag to Matsuda Tanaka. Tanaka holds a singles victory over Xander Slate. You know that the OG Dirty Hill would love to correct that here in this one, but an Irish whip and right out of the ring down to the outside. Slate gonna plummet like a sack of stones. But Tofa, no trace. Referee Perry White begins his count at 1 while Tanaka, versatile striker, nasty knees and kicks, especially the knees though. And look at this, just drill him into the side of Xander's head. Looking to crack it open like a coconut. Let the blood flow into the security wall, dealing big damage. Kick to the midsection, count of 4. Xander misses a drop kick. Wow, that was probably the worst drop kick attempt I've ever seen. At a count of 5, Tanaka again drives his knee into the Xander's face, into the Xander Slate. Now off the steel post at a count of 7, guys. We are getting into dangerous territory, but Tanaka going to make sure it does not end via count out before the count of 8 returns to the ring with Slate in tow. And to the corner, man, Xander's getting his bell rung big time. Super kick! Xander is in another dimension. His eyes are glossed over, hooks the leg as Tanaka. Will that do her? No, it will not. Just a 2 count. Now looking to continue the assault elbow. Straight down on the top of the head as Tanaka backs up, creates some distance, lines up the shot, has him zoned in. Kinshasa! One, but Borton there to save his good brother. Oh, Millman gonna pay for it though. Luger, don't try to save him or anything. Double suplex. Slate is absolutely unresponsive. Now a pop-up, I don't even know what to call that. Like double eat defeat, just boots right up under the chin. Borton returns there, but another Kinshasa! Xander! Here comes Borton again, have to try to make the save, and he does. Now it's Pierre who fails to stop him, but Borton again taken out with a hero slam. Xander is getting ripped apart right now. Looking for a tag to Marcantel. Luger's coming in, trying to tell Perry White, like, come on, maintain order, man. Xander with a little bit of life left in him somehow. Oh, STO by Slate. That could turn things around. Hand in control, back to Click, hooks the leg. Does one half of the World Tag Team Champions. Borton's still down out of it, so technically a handicap right now, 2v3. And Luger's not looking peachy on the apron. Digging the knees into the chest over and over again, repeatedly showing Matsuda how to hit a proper knee. As Slate goes to the corner, tells the fans to shut up, to quiet down. Give him some time to think here. As he looks at Matsuda, the gears are turning in Slate's head. What is he concocting? He's wasting a lot of time in doing so. Tries to shoot in, looking to, I don't know, maybe Borton is still down, by the way. Like, he's taking a nap out there? What's going on? Snapmare kick to the back. Matsuda, I think, is looking for a tag, and he makes it to Marcantel. Meanwhile, Xander Slate crawling his way over, hot tag, and here comes the work ethic titan, the cardio maniac, the second generation superstar, 2-time Alpha World Champion. Discus forearm smash, another discus forearm smash. Marcantel getting taken to him in a 3rd time, but Marcantel able to duck it. Now Borton's back on the apron, and it's Slate who's down on the outside trying to recuperate, and Marcatel like a bag of garbage. Luger saying, get the hell out of my ring. Okay, watch out, Pierre. Rolling underneath them. From behind on the outside, the harsh concrete that lies beneath those thin pads, reverse DDT. And 2 sweepy, baby. Bob Luger rubbing it in Pierre's face. You know that Pierre can't do anything right now unless Perry White call a disqualification. Elbow to the back of the head. Bob Luger bringing Marcatel, or trying to bring him up to his feet. Marcatel 300 plus pounds. It's not easy. At the count of 5, Bob Luger maybe going to try to win this by count out. Trying to be a dirty, dirty heel. Count of 7. Luger's taking him for a walk. I think he's trying to win this by count out, guys. Count of 7. Can Marcatel break off and try to get back into the ring in time? Here comes Luger, bad part of town. Back into the ring, though. Borg going to make sure this match continues. Count of 8. Hopefully Luger wakes up in time to save himself. Oh, my God. Luger, please. There we go. Right before the count of 10. Holy shit, that was close. And now Matsuda is tagged in. And here we go. A preview what's to come this Sunday one-on-one. Tries for another single leg dropkick. Dropkick attempted by Luger. Tries for a kick to the midsection. Caught, elbow to the thigh. Now Luger shoots in. Backslide, though. And a chop right to the back of the knee. Xander Slate saying something about Tanaka's mother. And now Luger going to capitalize off the distraction. What teamwork by Click. Crucifix powerbomb attempted by Luger. Drops out of it, though. Does the ultimate one. A neck breaker to boot. Xander half dead over there. Cross-legged fisherman buster by Matsuda Tanaka. Doing big time damage. You see Borton. Borton hasn't even been legal in this matchup yet, by the way. He's been playing defense for Click. And Bob Luger and Click been saying all month long, we're gonna break your arm, Matsuda. Matsuda might have just done that right there. And now lining up this shot. What is this? What the fuck is this? Tanaka with a GTS! I ain't never seen him hit that before! Tanaka into the pin. Pierre gonna stop Slate. As he does, oh, but not enough to get the 3 count. Holy shit, mamma mia. The GTS wasn't enough. Xander Slate's out, though. Have a Kinshasa for your troubles, Bobby boy. Tanaka gonna have Luger's number again, but Borton makes sure this matchup does not end just yet. Matsuda gonna make the milkman pay. Irish whipper to the corner, feeding him to Pierre, who's perched up high. What the hell is Thompson doing? Looking to take out Borton, but a little bit too late. Now Matsuda on the apron. Luger's face getting caved in with these knee variations. Springboard dropkick to the back of the head. And again going after that arm, repeatedly snapping it over the knees, trying to break it in half. Matsuda might be wearing thin on energy, though. His gas tank is running empty fumes. Luger's got to make a tag to Borton. Still, Borton has not been legal. He's right there, Luger. But Luger's pride, his ego won't allow him to tag out. He wants to be the one to pin Matsuda here. Big clothesline, then a bulldog. Combo brought together nicely. And a stomp down onto the gut. Now Bobby Boy. Winding elbow drop to the back of the head. This has been a brutal, hard-hitting 6-man tag here in our main event. Will it be the Click of the Resistance that has another score on the playboard, though, as Luger looking to lock in a Rings of Saturn. Matsuda doesn't want to stick around for very long. Bob Luger, no submission expert, but still. 3 elbows directly to the face, gonna do just that. Looks like he's favoring his arm, though. And that is most certainly not good news. Pump handle set up. What a counter by Luger into a hip toss halfway through. Gotta give him a round of applause for that one. That was a beautiful counter. And now Luger circling like a blood in the water. Like a shark in the water. He smells the blood of Matsuda Tanaka grabbing at his ribs, though. His face might never look the same again after those knees, but he is wasting so much time here. What are you doing, Luger? You know better than this. Matsuda back to his seat. Luger says, you stay down, bitch. And Matsuda says, nah, Irish whip into the corner. Luger a bit quicker. Now the tag to Borton. What the hell do we have here? Borton and Luger working together. Neckbreaker powerbomb combo. Will that do it? 1, 2. Marcantel, though, with a spinning European uppercut, just pretty much threw his whole body into that pin to make sure it did not go down. What's he working now? Borton with the go-home driver. Yes, there it is. Gonna bring it to an end. Vintage Borton. Short arm, shoulder block, reels him in, can never count out the Dragon Slayer, the ultimate one. Goes for a kick to the thigh. Borton says, nah, not today, my fine feather friend. Into the corner again. Another tag to Bob. Look at them switch places. Look at this neckbreaker powerbomb combo by Click. Xander just feeling left out over there. Borton can play defense. 1, 2. Now it's Pierre who just kicks Luger right in the face. But Luger says, I don't mind, because that just means I got to deal some more damage. But Luger gets the Luger landing broken up. He was finally going to hit it on Matsuda. And Pierre saves his partner. Counters the scoop slam. Luger able to stay in control, but you know he's got to be pissed. And now a hot tag. Here comes Prime Time. Here comes the big dog. Same time, tag to Borton. Here we go. They're going to collide. Big old clothesline by the former international champion with a punch to the back of the head by Xander. Going to allow Borton to take control. Now a tiger suplex, dragon suplex, I should say. Right down to the neck. He's dropped. What a matchup. This I'm on the edge of my seat, quite literally. Luger's out of it. Slate's out of it. This might be up to Borton to take home, my friends. Back body dropped out of the ring. Pierre having nothing to do with it. Punch to the top of the head. Pierre does not want to stick around here for very long. Throwing Borton up the ramp. Now they're fighting on top of the LED board. That's pure glass and plastic that they're fighting on top of right now, my friends. Count of 3. Pierre might say, fuck this. Let's just take the count out win. Whoa, it's a legit way. Or just looking to deal some big damage. Borton takes the fight back towards the ring, having none of those shenanigans. Wait a minute, what is Borton doing? Borton? What's Borton doing? Borton, you gotta get back in the ring. Count of 7. Pierre's like, deuces, fam. Borton, what are you doing? Oh, there he goes. There he goes. Back in the ring. Maybe it was a trick. Now Pierre's distracted. Taunting, and Borton gonna make him pay. Power slam position. Snake eyes on the top turnbuckle. Marking his territory as the milkman. Pierre is in big time trouble. Fireman's carry overhead, gonna drop Borton on his ass. Don't count out the big dog. But don't count out Borton either. Go home driver. Not even going for the pin. Wants to make sure that that final nail is hammered into the coffin. Into the corner. Maybe Pierre gonna get a taste. Tries for the tag. Thompson denies it. Luger tries to interfere, but into the corner. Primetime tries for a tag. Now it's Borton who says no way, no how. Now back over to the corner. Click while Xander's having a discussion with Perry White. Perry White taken out. Able to get back to his feet though. Pierre deflects the tag. Punch to the back of the head. Again into the corner. Borton not giving up on his plan here. Pierre's just not having it. Back over to the corner of the resistance. Now Pierre gonna try to make a tag. No! Pierre! Thompson! With the full muscle buster! The full muscle buster by Thompson! To the milkman! Bob Luger trying to give Borton some time by distracting referee Perry White. Pierre hasn't made the pin yet though. Now he does hooks the leg. Will it do it? 1, 2! No! Tanaka tries to stop Bob Luger, but instead Luger is stopping Tanaka. Pierre into the corner again. Oh, Death Valley driver, by the way. from the work ethic titan of Matsuda there. Now Luger trying to help out Borton. Coming up from behind now, Pierre, Irish whipper to the corner. Borton slowly but surely tries to make his way over for a tag to Slate. I don't know what the hell Luger is doing here, guys. Pierre just is not allowing for tags to be made on him. Big old clothesline, just about decapitating Bob Luger in the corner. Matsuda Tanaka's got to get out of the ring. And Bob Luger better be careful. He's starting to piss off Perry Xander now, distracting him again too. Clicker about to be disqualified. They're fucking with the ref too much. Oh, Matsuda with a high knee to the back of Pierre's head creates the opening that Pierre can utilize here to bring things to an end. Punch up to the gut, hook to the jaw. Randy Borton on spaghetti legs now for an Alpha Mare water slide. Ragdolling Borton in La La Land. Might sound like a fun place, but I assure you it is not. And there's the Superman punch. Borton busted wide open, blood spurting down his face. Not a good sign. Not only for tonight, but this Sunday as well with the World Tag Team titles on the line. This is a big shot of momentum for the winning team here. Borton able to fight through the pain, tries again for a tag. Pierre says, no, I will not let you tag out on me. Simple but effective old school Russian leg sweep now by Thompson. What do we got here? Uranagi side slam, just showing off his power at this point. Pierre flops into the pin. He's exhausted, all 6 of these guys are. Luger coming in case he had to make the save. Marcantel trying to take him out. Misses the opportunity, and Borton to a vertical base, forearm smash. Jesus Christ, how many times is Borton going to try to make takes like Pierre, please? Come on, you son of a bitch. Nope. Boot to the side of the head. And a back suplex, not just one, but 2. And those ain't enough. How about a German? Suplex City, a one-way ticket. Thompson tries for a scoop slam. Borton somehow still has some life left. Borton out of nowhere! You can never count out the milkman! 1, 2, what's it gonna take? Barry White is down. Marcantel is down. Pierre is down. What is it gonna goddamn take for one of these teams to get the win? Perhaps this highlight, but the ref's still down. The ref's still down. Marcantel knocked him out. But Pierre says, no mind, I'll just put one more in the chamber. Another highlight, but still can't make the pin. Perry is still out of it. Makes the tag to Marcantel. Somebody's got to get some smelling salts or something. There we go. Perry beginning to stir. Here comes Marcantel just to make the pin. How good would this feel for Big Mark to get one up over Borton? 1, 2. No, but too much time between Pierre hitting the highlights and making the tag to Marcantel. But Marcantel says, that's all right, because I got something for you too. Powerbomb inbound, quakes the entire ring. Nearly sent Perry White stumbling through the ropes. 1, 2, 3, and Marcantel pins the milkman. Pins Xander Slate last week, now pins Borton. Vintage dashing mic cut out. But what a matchup. Holy shit, that had me on the edge of my seat for like the last 15 minutes. The Click take the L. And how about Marcantel? What a transformation. Knocking off both Slate and Borton back-to-back weeks. And I gotta say, man, Marcantel and Thompson looking good to become tag team champions this Sunday. Man, Borton got pummeled at the end. 2 highlights and then a power bomb. The resistance go up. But will the same be said this Sunday? You'll have to tune in to the 3rd annual CyberSlam to find out, my friends. It is this Sunday around 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The polls are live. They will be closed on Saturday at 3 p.m. So if you have not voted yet, make sure that you do so. A link can be found on our website on the. If you want to check those out, !join is a link to our website, cmvwrestling.com. If you have a call and you want to join, you are more than welcome. !CMV will let you know a little bit more about us if you're interested. And official CMV_ is our Twitter. You can follow us for signings, updates, match cards, all that good stuff. Thank you for joining me. I hope to see you this Sunday for CyberSlam.